very warm good morning to all present here. My name is Komalpreet Kaur and I am from Group R with my team members named Sushant Arora as well as Harmandeep Singh Sandhu. And today we are solving two questions. So now I am on the first question, which is given by our teacher. So the first question says that there are two banks, the bank A as well as the bank B. So the bank A give us the interest rate that is 4.12% and it is compounded quarterly. Apart from this, the bank B have similar terms, but it gave us interest rate 4.25% and which is compounded annually. So for the bank A, the norm is, the annum means the rate of interest, that is 4.12%. On the other hand, bank B have 4.25%. For the bank A, there is CY that is 4, as we are taking it as 4 times in a year. So bank B have the 1 as it is compounded annually. So now we need to find EFF to solve our question, as our question is which loan should you accept and why. So we need to find the EFF, that is effective rate of interest, to see that which bank we will take to take the loan. So now I am going to solve the EFF for both the question on BA2 plus, as now let's do on the BA2 plus, which is a calculator which help us to find EFF. So now we need to find EFF of bank A to have our final answer. To find EFF, we need NOM as well as CY. So the NOM is 4.12 and the CY is 4. So now I am using BA2 plus calculator for solving EFF. So firstly we need to turn it on and then we need to have NOM on our calculator. So firstly I press second function and then 2. So now I have NOM on my calculator. So the NOM is 4.12. Need to press enter, and after that I need to press del to have our CY. So now I'm pressing del. So now we have CY on our calculator. So the CY for this bank is 4, and then I need to press enter, and after that I need to press del to have EFF on my calculator. So to have the final answer I need to press CPT, that is quit. So the answer for this is 4.18. The round, I am taking the rounded figure. So the EFF for the bank A is 4.18. So now we need to find EFF for bank B. So in the same way we are using the BA2 plus calculator. So on the other hand, now we have NOM that is 4.25 and the CY is 1 as it is compounded annually. So now we need to do the same thing again. We need to turn on our calculator, press second function and 2, and then we have our NOM that is 4.25 and then put enter, and after that I need to press del to have our CY. The CY for this question is 1. So now I need to press enter. So after that I need to press del. So I'll have now EFF. So to have our final answer I need to press compute. So the EFF now we have is 4.25 for bank B. So now let's have our final answer, that to which bank we are going to have our loan. So the EFF for bank A is 4.18%. It's 4.18%, but on the other hand for bank B it's 4.25. So which is bigger than bank A. So we are taking the loan from bank A as the effective rate of interest is less than bank B. So our final answer is bank A, whose effective rate of interest is 4.18%. So now we are on second question. The second question says that we have chose bank A for having the bank loan for our vehicle. So after that, the question says that you finance the car on September 4 for $6,500, as we are financing our car on September 4 for $6,500. So after that, we have decided to have 3 separate payments. So the first payment will be on December 4th of $2,100, and the second will be on March 4 of $2,900. And the final question says that in how many months will you be expected to your final payment of $1,792.26. So this is our final question. So it says that we need to find the N for our question for the final payment. So now I'm drawing the timeline, as this is our timeline. So the first payment is on September 4th of $6,500. The second is on December 4 of $2,100. The third is on March 4 of $2,900. The last month we need to find as the final payment of $1,792.26. So to have our final answer of N, we have one formula. We need to find other things too. As the formula says that focal date is equals to present value 1 plus present value 2 plus present value 3. So in this question, our focal date is this one, and the PV1 is this one, and PV2 is this one, and PV3 is this one. So after that, we need to find our N. So N for this is N1, and then for this is N2, and this N3 we need to find, as this is our final answer for this whole question. So now I am finding N1 for this question. So to find N, we have year into CY. As we are watching this time period, this is duration of 3 months. So there will be 3 divided by 12 into, so we have CY is 4. So now after that, after solving this one, as 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12, and after cancelling this, we will have 1. So the N1 is 1. So now we are finding N2. So N2 is in the same way from March 4 to September 4, we will have 6 months. So we will have 6.12 into CY. CY is 4 over here. So after solving this in the same way, we will have 2, and 2 is 2 over here. So N1 is 1, and 2 is 2. We need to find N3. So after that, we need to find our PV3. So after having PV3, we will have our N3. So for PV3, we need to find our PV1 as well as our PV2. So now we need to find PV1. For PV1, we should have N1, CY, IY, and FV1. For this question, the N we have find was 1, and the CY is 4, and the IY in the previous question was for bank A was 4.12%, and the FB1, the first payment is of $2,100. So for having FPV1, I am using my calculator, that is BA2 plus. So firstly I need to turn on my calculator. So I am putting all the things in my calculator. So the N is 1, enter N. So the N is recorded in my calculator. So now I'm clearing my work. So after that I need to press IY for recording my IY as well as my CY. The IY is 4.12%, and after that I need to put CY is that the CY is 4, so I have recorded CY 4 in my calculator. So after that, the last thing that I need to record is FB1. So FB1 is 2100, so 2100 FB. So I have recorded all the things in my calculator. So now finally I need to press compute, and after that I need to press PV. So with that I'll have my PV1. So the PV1 is 2078.590518. So this is my PV. So now we need to find PV2. For PV2 we have find Rn is 2, the I is similar to the previous one, that is 4.12%, and CY is 4, and FB for this is $2,900. So again I am using the same calculator and using the same formula, as 2 is our M clear, and my IY is 4.12. It's 4.12 and IY. So I need to put is 4, enter, it's clear. So my future value is $2,900, clear. So now to have PV2, now I'm pressing compute and PV. So now the PV is 284.1.170469. So this is my PV2. So now we need to find PV3, as we had already find PV1, PV2, and we have focal date, it's $6,500. So to solve PV3 we need to solve this equation. So here is 6,500. After adding both of these, we get $1,419.76 plus PV3. So to find PV3, we need to subtract 6,500 from 6,500 to 491.9.76. It's PV3. So now we find PV3 after subtracting this. It's 1580.24. So now we have find PV3, that is 1580.24. So now we need to find N3, as we have P3, that is this we have already solved, it's 1580.24, and our FB3 is 1792.26, and IY we have 4.12, and CY we have 4. So now I'm using my calculator again to solve N3. So firstly I turn it on, and after that I am recording all the things in my calculator. So firstly I am recording PV. So PV is 1580.24. It should be negative. So it's PV clear. So now I'm putting FB. It's 1792.26. So it's our FB. Need to clear after that. So now I'm putting IY in it. It's 4.12 IY. And now I need to put CY. So PY is 4 and CY is already in it. So but I am doing it again. So clear. So now I'll have my final answer. It's N. Compute N. Now we have our N. It's 12.286208. So to have our final answer, we need to solve it further. There should be N upon CY, that will be in years. So to find our N, in years is this divided by CY. The CY we have is 4 divided by 4. So now I'm using my calculator again to divide it with 4. So it comes 3.7071552, but still it's in years. I need to find it in months, as in the question we have in its months. So I need to multiply the final answer with 12. So the final answer is 3.071552 into 12. So I'm multiplying it on my calculator. It's 36.858623. So now I'm rounding this figure. The last rounding figure is 37. So the final payment will be after 37 months. It's our end. So it's our final answer.